that, buddy. P1 right there.
That was an interesting to wake up into when it comes to getting back into the race here. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for a little Sunday evening race. Apologies to the folks earlier today. We had a little blackout in our area over here and took us down, even to the point of basically we had to throw a bunch of stuff away today too. So there's never a good situation to have whenever you try to make plans and you try to do, take care of everybody out here. And sometimes life throws you a big old curveball, and it's kind of what happened today. So apologies to the Chop Chop Racing League and, of course, the Outcast Racing League for missing the races earlier today. But life must move on, and the racing must continue. And life does happen. Watkins Glen for the No Total Racing League. Little left and right action here for the drivers. It's going to be a good race. They're going to have 40 laps and a lot of fun. I really like Watkins Glen. We all know that I'm a fan. If you've watched anything that I've been able to do over the last two and a quarter, 2.5 years of being a part of this platform, Watkins Glen is my favorite road course. It just shows it's a very fast 2.5 mile track, or 2.42 miles according to the iRacing platform here. Something big about this racetrack is this is the second to last race for the No Toad Racing Series. Watkins Glen is going to be very busy. Davey Hendricks trying to capitalize and get himself another win here to make it 8 wins this series, but he comes in with 7 so far. All right, 2.42 miles in length, 116 degrees on the air temperature. I'm sorry, on the track temperature, 79 degrees on the air temperature, 52% humidity. They're going to run 40 laps. They're going to have a stage, basically a competition caution at lap 10. They're going to have 4 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, and it's going to be absolutely insane. Well, Dylan, thank you for the like out there. Appreciate you very much. Thank you to all the new followers out there as well. We're going to be pretty darn busy this week. You've gotten us up to almost 7,500 followers on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. You guys are kicking butt and taking names over there as well. Partly cloudy skies is going to make for a beautiful view, and Watkins Glen's going to be all about the drive line today as they continue to move forward. Good to see you all out there. No Toad Racing League, part of their 22nd season. Normally I'm joined in the broadcast booth by Kyle, but Kyle's gonna be missing today. Kyle's doing his thing, and we love to see him. Mom and House gave us a follow earlier on Twitch. Appreciate you very much. Much love to you all. All right, I do need to change some things on the old YouTube platform to make sure that we've got all that taken care of, because I missed that. We need to fix some things, folks. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. So let me edit the streams and make sure that everything's good to go for basically everything that's going on out there. Because of all of that, I had to redo everything. So thank you to everybody for all your patience and everything that's going on out there. Life is no short of throwing you some curveballs. You have to make lemons with lemonade, whatever you want to call it. But hopefully you're all having fantastic evenings. These drivers are going to be ready to go here in just a moment. Here, about 2 minutes, they're going to make some things happen. If you want to be part of the No Toad Racing Series, you need to look up their YouTube channel or their Facebook page and make sure that you go do that. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube for Signature Esports, and of course the No Toad Racing League YouTube channel. So hopefully, if you're out there watching on all of it, you're doing some amazing things. Much love to you. And basically what's happening. All right. I'm going to pull up the stream over there. I want to make sure that I have all the platforms kind of up and running and doing our great old thing. Normally Kyle's going to be joining me, but Kyle is, he just got back from the race over in New Hampshire. He got to watch some Good Truck Series racing yesterday and the Cup Series today. Who'd have thought that with all the troubles that Harvick was having all season long, he comes back and gets back-to-back Wednesday. I guess they call him the a closer for a reason, right? I think it's amazing. Yeah, perfect. All right, thank you to everybody out there for being out there. Appreciate you very much. 7,514 followers. Thank you so much. Got to make a new follower goal out there on Facebook. Thank you to everybody for kicking butt and taking names. You just absolutely have blown me away. So right now, we've got a goal of 8,000 followers. Thank you for all the stars. Thank you for the subscribers out there on YouTube and all the Twitch channels and all the fantastic stuff. All right. We're just waiting. We got 11 seconds before the starting grid gets here. But it's going to be insane. Davey Hendricks, your current points leader in the series. Let's take a look at those points before they do grid, because I tell you what, he's got a commanding lead. 7 wins over the course of the 10 starts he has. He's got Jason Benson out there in second, Justin Malarkey third in the series, Alan Dixon fourth in points. He's tied with Ollie Turin. Oliver, no doubt, going to be somebody to be contending with here as well. Gary Sargent out there 6th in points, and Nick Biddy 7th. Crutchley is going to be 8th in points. Will Jester, Terry Brooks, all of those drivers trying to make it work. A lot of drivers out there as well haven't really completed the rest of a lot of the races, and some of them are joining in late and being pretty darn awesome. So I'm glad to see it. Glad to find the race line being very good for everybody. So there's your top 20 in points for the No Total Racing League. After 10 events, this is the 11th race of the season. They're going to have their championship race coming up here in just a few short days. So a week from today. It's going to be interesting to see. We're going to see what they're going to do. Congratulations to the Outcast Racing League earlier today, able to make a fantastic race. I know that Sean Langton is your series winner, and had a great time. Starting grid. I'm trying to show the starting grid here. Apparently, it's not going to show. Why isn't it showing? Show the grid. Show the grid. Let's just show the qualifying. Can we show the qualifying? Something's not working on the overlay there, folks. I don't know what's going on here. Let's take a look at... Here's your qualifying results. Davey Hendricks, John Campbell, Oliver Turin, Matt Piracini. That's going to be your front 2 rows. Gary Sargent, Alan Dixon in row number 3. Will Jester, Dustin Barton, row number 4. Jason Benson, Brian Cooper, James Lawson. Crutchley's going to be out there in that 6th row. Nick Biddy, no time for Nick. Joseph Terry, John Barton out there. All good things, though. See, we have more than one way to be able to get out there and show it. So I like it. It's going to be a ton of fun. Safety car is going to lead them around here. Something interesting about this racetrack is this part right here. The speed that they carry at a turn 3 and a 4, 5, 6, and 7 here for NASCAR turns of the bus stop, or the inner loop as they call it at Watkins Glen. It's going to be insane. A lot of drivers may not downshift at all. They may try to flat out get in there, but third gear is usually where they're going to be putting it. Then the outer loop here, an insane turn 9 basically is what they're going to be looking at. And then a long straight, one of the fastest racetracks out there when it comes to speeds. They're going to run 2.5 miles going left and right with heavy speeds and under 1 minute 15 seconds for some of the drivers. Left-hander coming up is going to be turn 10. This is a big one because you've got to hit the apex of this corner with speed, because if you don't, you lock it up, you're going to hit the tires to the left side, you're going to spin out. If not, you carry too much speed, you're going to be right there in the sand trap on the right-hand side. Then turn 11 is going to be the right-hander to the front straight away, where the pit road entrance is. See that yellow line down there. Davey Hendricks trying to be the fastest driver out there, get 8 wins in this series. And for the second and final race in the 2022 series, No Total Racing League gets going. We're green flag racing. Turn 1, heavy braking zone. Apex and turn down low. A lot of drivers going to see themselves pushing themselves wide, maybe a little bumper-to-bumper action back there. You see the big run they have. It's a very loud track, very long track. Huge runs for the drivers. There they go. Lawson and Benson able to clear themselves there. Good run right there. Ollie Turin in the double out two is going to be running second up one from John Campbell. Consistency is going to be the big factor here for all these drivers. Heavy braking into the corner. Hendricks out front. Side by side, the 117-28 of Gary Sargent gets a big bump from the 24 behind. Some drivers may not have had the best qualifying spot for themselves, but we'll see just how much they're going to be able to hold on. Hendricks, Oliver Turin, Campbell on the 117, Gary Sargent, Matt Piracini, they're all rolling the corners. And the racing's still close. Again, remember, stage break's going to come at lap 10. They're going to come to pit road, have the competition caution, and we'll see some good things out of that. Hendricks, Ollie Turin, Campbell, Sargent, Piracini, all through the 5 spots there. 1.1 the gap. Oliver's going to have to find some speed as the tires start to heat up. John Campbell doing a great job of holding on to his spot there as lap 1 is complete. Lap 2 underway. 33 of Alan Dixon locks up the tires to the inside on turn 1, trying to get around the 24 up. The S's here, 2 and 3 coming up. 4 to the left-hander. Remember the bus stop area coming up here. This is where 4, 5, 6, and 5, 6, 7, and 8 coming up right here. That's turn 4. Oh, you see the 86 or the 96 of Brian Cooper getting some nose damage. Everybody trying to avoid him there. 48 stuck. Man, oh man, they all get wrapped up into their 66, trying to hold on to. Crutchley's going to be stuck in the wall. And localized cautions only. So reminder that is what we're looking at. He's going to have to reset. Not going to be able to hold on to that. So he's going to get to pit road. A long tow around this racetrack. But an opportunity for him to possibly get a lap back if he can get that tow around and get that fast repair in. 4 sets of tires for the drivers. They'll have plenty of tires to be able to make it work. 65% fuel. We'll put them roughly about a pit stop every 15 laps, I do believe. I think that's what the Xfinity cars are going to get. Turin, a little free back here. 114.98 for Davey Hendricks, but Ollie Turin holding strong at that second spot. Got a little bit free out of that lap 3 being completed as Watkins Glen is holding on for dear goodness. Good to see you all out there. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for being a fantastic member of our racing schedule. I appreciate you as always. Hendricks, Turin, Campbell, Piracini, Gary Sargent. It's going to be your top 5. Piracini in 4th where he started. Gary Sargent under fire right now from Alan Dixon. Dixon trying to close down. He's free out of turn 10. One on the high side. Gary Sargent able to clear 74. Will Jester gets by Alan Dixon. Side-by-side racing. Defending the line is tough. But I see good things. Gary Sargent to the high side as Alan Dixon grabs an extra gear here. 24, 28 lets him go by. But I don't count him out yet. Old Gary's got something for him. Whoa, heartbreaking as the 13 locks up the tires. Dustin Barton goes high here. John Barton to the back straight to the turn 1 exit right there. You see that lip where the turtles are right there. That right there is some uneven banking. You can scrape the bottom of your race line there. Davey Hendricks 3 seconds out front. It does look like Turin and John Campbell still trying to close down some time. Campbell 1:16.11 on the last lap. Ollie Turin 1:15.82. I've seen some of the best drivers on this racetrack run their best laps late in the series, and Ollie able to get through that sector just a little bit better than Davey Hendricks. He's able to carry some speed, but now Davey's able to grab the extra gear and get into the corner. Let's ride along with Davey Hendricks on the next lap and see what he's doing here. Little cockpit view for you. Out of turn 1, turn 2, and 3 are going to be the uphill ascent right here, and it gets very free. You pretty much have to manage your throttle the best that you can, because the more that you kind of land on that throttle, the harder it is. And then you get into the braking zone here. You pretty much have to line your car up to be able to take that at speed. The outer loop, you drive high into the corner, then you have to back down the car. They're in second gear here. Normally I see drivers in third gear, but you know what? He's doing a great job. Ollie Turin looks to be off track a little bit back there. It does look like John Campbell able to make the pass, 5.1 seconds behind. Here is that turn 10. This is that when I talk about carrying speed into second gear. You got to carry speed up into the corner and then find the immediate right-hander where pit road kind of looks at here. 5 of 40 complete now for Davey Hendricks, who has a huge advantage going into the points here. But you know what? Nothing wrong with what he's got going on here. C-Class driver in the Road Series as he continues to roll the corner. Appreciate the No Toad Racing League being a part of Signature Esports and all the leagues that we've been able to broadcast for over the course of the series. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. Couldn't ask for a better race. So our John Campbell, part of the racing series here, driving a little Dunkin' Donuts. I'm sorry, not Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme action. He is trying to close down some of that distance. 1:16.12. Drivers are just going to have to find that 1:15 mark, the 1:15 and a quarter, to be able to try to find Davey Hendricks, find his speed. Last lap for Davey Hendricks, 1:15.16. Campbell had a 1:16.12. Ollie Turin, 1:20.15 as Piercini tries to put some time in between those two cars. Oliver getting a better run off of the outer loop into turn number 10. Piercini looks to the inside here. A good battle. And this is the battle for third. As the 24 looks back to the inside. Ott 2 is going to be able to run the outside. 24 is going to have the drive line off. Ott 2 is free. And I tell you what, 002 making it work. Thank you, Kendra. Appreciate the line count there. 24 goes around the 002. Alan Dixon in the hunt as well. 3 and 4 in the mix. I think Ollie might have, I don't know if Ollie, when he burnt up his, we got free, burnt up the rear of that car. He's carrying speed. He's not carrying the same speed that you would normally see. Right now, Davey Hendricks, 6.2 back. John Campbell looking at down that straightaway to where the bus stop is. Trying to hold on. Trying to gain any kind of traction here. Davey Hendricks not making a single mistake as Watkins Glen looks to be his benefactor. Carrying more speed out of the outer loop. Decided to go a little bit higher there. I do believe Campbell shortcut himself right there. Not going to carry the same speed that Davey Hendrick is trying to work that corner. Good to see you all out there. I'm going to... so I am noticing that Trading Paints did not load, so I'm going to be loading up all of their paints. So you're going to see these cars go blank for a second. Trading Paints didn't load up for some reason. I was double checking all my files because I was seeing Florida out of Davey Hendricks, and that's an iRacing paint scheme right there, and I want to make sure that he's good to go. They are loading, so we're going to do that. There he goes. There it is. There's his Skittles man. Skittles, M&M's man. Man, I'm just off today. M&M's getting some good love. John Campbell there. Piercini's still going to be on the 24, I do believe. Oliver Turin's going to be in the Melio machine. Alan Dixon still holding on to fifth at one spot. Biggest mover of the race. Well, Terry Brooks is one of them, and so is John Barton, the 68. Consistency is going to be the only factor here that really matters. Piercini, fastest driver on the racetrack. Currently, except for Davey Hendricks, so they want the 24 is gaining some ground here. Maybe an opportunity a little bit later on if he can keep the race line working. It'll be the drive line for that one as Davey Hendricks comes around. 8 of 40. It's been a good race so far. Very clean, very nice. Only one really big incident. I'm seeing drivers go off track and seeing crashes and things of that sort. that's gonna happen. Drivers are gonna get off track. They're gonna get into the wall. They're gonna get into a few situations, but nothing. Nothing's going to be able to stop him from moving forward. Brian Cooper had to go to pit road. I think he's going to be out of the race now. There is Crutchley. He's going to be a lap down. Lawson in the 66 is the driver he is tracking down. Naj looking at that back spark. I know that Brian Cooper had an issue on lap 4 after that first issue. Let's take a look. We can take a look and see what happened here for the 96. He had gotten that fast repair. I think he got free out of the outer loop. Straddled that line. I talk about that line. Oof. I talk about that line and getting out of that corner. Once you get out of that corner, you gotta remember that the race still the race line still has to jump over that line. If you straddle that line, you're gonna high center yourself, and one of the tires you're gonna grab. Davey Hendricks coming around to complete lap 10. As they should be looking at competition caution at any moment. Davey Hendricks, John Campbell's going to be in second here, 7.3 back. Piracini is going to be fourth. He is on a blistering run. Piracini does have the fastest lap right now and is starting to catch Davey Hendricks. And maybe over the long haul, we might be able to see what that driver's going to be able to do. Ollie Turner back to fourth. Off a spot, Alan Dixon still up one. That's going to be your top 5. As Hendricks comes around out of the bus stop into the outer loop. Good run for him. Eleven of 40 being completed. Tony, thank you for the like. Appreciate you very much. Hopefully you're having a phenomenal day out there. Hendricks, Piracini, Campbell, Turin, Dixon. That's going to be your top 5. There it is. They're going to throw the caution for the competition. Caution, Hendricks, Piracini, Campbell, Turin, Dixon. I was waiting for it, folks. That's all I was doing. I was just waiting for it. I wanted to make sure everybody was good to go. Hendricks out front. Piracini's going to be second. John Campbell will be third. Ollie Turin will be back to fourth. Matt Piracini was on the move there and had some of the fastest laps moving forward. So they'll come around. They'll go to pit road. And as they do, Crutchley should get a lucky dog here, so he'll have to go around and complete another lap before he can come to pit road, but they'll have a couple of laps here before they do so. While they do, meet up with the pace car. I'm going to take a vocal break. Make sure that you hydrate and answer a couple of questions real quick from a couple of people, and I will be right back with you. All right, the hydrate break is over. Hendricks comes to pit road. Everybody's going to come to pit road. We kind of figured that was going to happen. See if Naj is going to go ahead and come around and get his lap back. Barton, Lawson, they're trying to catch back up still. We'll see what happens here. Dustin Barton is going to stay out here and lead this one. James Lawson is going to come around. He should come to pit road. I think a lot of these drivers are going to do so. They can spend a lot of time on pit road. The pace laps around here are going to be a little bit lengthy. But Naj should get a lucky dog. He absolutely should get a lucky dog here. Davey Hendricks in on pit road into his pit stop. John Campbell, Oliver Turin, Matt Piercini, Gary Sargent. All these drivers hitting pit road for the first time. Dustin Barton, our Canadian driver, he was getting faster towards the end of that lap. So the 13 is going to lead here. Needs a little bit of a good run. All right, so we got a Canadian, Davey Hendricks here from Florida, and Matt Piercini, he's Canadian as well. John Campbell from across the pond, the big pond. He's from Australia. Ollie Turin, of course, here from the U.S. as well. So we got a couple of Canadians out there trying to match up some fantastic road course action. Davey Hendricks still super strong though, and no doubt he's gonna try to push every envelope that he can, but if Piercini can keep it clean, I think he's going to have the race line here to beat over the long haul, because he is absolutely thrashing fast on older tires. Good to see you all out there. Shout out to the 66, same number gang. What's up, Steven? How are you going to... you love next gen of Watkins Glen, such a tough track and a car combo. I like the trucks. Oh, hey. You know what I like at Watkins Glen the most? I like the modifieds, touring mods. Do you know how much fun the touring mods are at this racetrack? I mean, they are insane. I thought Naj would have gotten the lucky dog there. Maybe the lucky dogs are not set up for this race. He should have gotten his lap back. He should already be around this racetrack right now. You'll at least maybe get the free pass. I'm not quite sure. Davey Hendricks still your race leader. So Crutchley, it's confusing. I am a little confused. Lights are going to be off on the pace car. Crutchley is going to restart up front. A little confused. Lawson, there he is. There's the 66 for you. Same number game. Mr. Parker Hamilton, how are you doing out there, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you all out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Much love to everybody. Again, Donald, thank you very much. Tootie, thank you very much. Kendra, thank you very much. Wahidula, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Mama in the house, appreciate you. Papa Bear Campbell, much love to you. Thank you to everybody out there killing it on all the platforms. Again, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. They're all amazing. Here's Cini, Davey Hendricks. Now Naj gets released. You should, okay, so I'm just a little confused. It's okay. It's all right. I think they realized that he was supposed to get a lucky dog here, and he did not. So Davey Hendricks and company, he's going to have to really push it here to get himself back around. That's insane. Check in on the No Toad series here on the other side. Hopefully you're all having fantastic days. Thank you so much to the No Toad Racing League Facebook page. If you're all out there watching on there, give it a big old like out there for the No Toad series. Much love to you. And thank you to everybody watching on our Facebook page as well, our YouTube channel, and all that stuff. So thank you. Chat it up out there. I want to hear you. I want to see what you guys are doing and enjoy it. Watkins Glen, always a good racetrack, and there's definitely a difference in the race line for the Xfinity cars than the Cup cars. The Cup cars typically have more front-end grip, but I've noticed that with the next-gen cars, that splitter makes a big difference on where that car's going. Pace cars in. Davey Hendricks, Matt Piercini, Ollie Turin, John Campbell. Green flag's going to wave. And they're back at it. 25 laps to go in this one. At least one more green flag pit stop. As Naj still tries to get back to the front portion of this racetrack. Unfortunate circumstances on that one for him. I think iRacing may have goofed for the league on that one. 88-24, double out 2, 117. Ursini's the driver that might have a race line here. Ollie Turin not far off, able to make it work. John Campbell going to have to rebound here. Campbell didn't get the restart that he wanted right there, so he's dropping. 33 goes around on the inner part of the loop there. Dixon is going to have to rebound from that one as well. He's going to have to get that car moving forward. Man, oh man. Davey Hendricks, Matt Pirosini, Oliver Turin, Terry Brooks, John Campbell, the top 5 as they work in here. Hendricks, Pirosini, closest of any of the drivers. Davey's going to have to really push it. And then Dixon getting turned around again back there. 24 rolls the inside line. I think Pirosini got through just a little bit, and I think that's something that we'll have to look at here on the early going of what the 24 is going to be running here. 88 out front. Ollie trying to extend that lead. Jason Benson having an issue back here. He is sideways off the racetrack. Alan Dixon as well. They are just, the new tires are throwing them for a loop, and that's for darn sure. No Total Racing League killing it. Here's Cini, Oliver Turin. Terry Brooks up to those spots. Here's 023. Up 9. He's got a clean line going for him as well. John Campbell off 5. Off 3 in 5th, but he's gonna try to rebound here. Terry Brooks doing a phenomenal job getting himself a good run off the corner. Taz is working it. And Pirosini still trying to close down some time. I think Matt Pirosini's goal here, Davey Hendricks might outrun him for a couple of laps, but if Pirosini can run that line consistently like he was before, he's going to catch Davey Hendricks. Davey Hendricks 1.7 out in front. Chances here. Hendricks runs the fastest lap of the race this last time by, 1:14.91. Carries the corner. Pirosini has a better turn 1, though. You can tell he did because he closed that gap by 0.2 of a second. Hendricks in the upper portion of 2 and 3. Getting better speed off the corner, though, as Pirosini is going to have to really look at the braking zone of where Davey Hendricks is getting into the corner. Pirosini slow into the corner there. That's where Hendricks is getting his speed on the straights and being able to hit the bus stop correctly. See the 88 carry the corner. 24 carries a little bit more straight line in there. Whoa! Ollie Turin wheel hop back here. We saw that one happen. And how about we take a look at what these drivers doing? How about a little static cam action? Davey Hendricks ran his fastest lap last time by. Here's your lap times for the drivers. So did Matt Pirosini, though. So if you think that Matt is at all going to slow down here, I don't think so. Hendricks 1:14.70 on the last lap. 1:14.98 for Pirosini. These two really trying to push some boundaries. Here's Ollie Turin and Terry Brooks. They were able to work around each other. This is a little 3-pack for third. They're still trying to duke it out. here for Watkins Glen. 3 seconds, Davey Hendricks. 1:15.14. Pericini gave himself a lap that last time by. I think he had to slow down there for a moment. 3.2 seconds. I think he had to give up some time. I don't know if there was an off track back here or something happened to be able to get off that time, but he dropped a little bit there. So the driver's still out there running 1:15.14. It's Davey Hendricks, 21 laps to go. Should be at least another green flag pit stop in here for at least fuel. If the drivers can be consistently fast later on, and you might see some drivers not come in and take tires. They may come in and take fuel only. But we shall see as Davey Hendricks leads here. Matt Piericini having a phenomenal race. So is Ollie Turin. Terry Brooks kicking butt and taking names. The 23 is going to be trying to work around. I think Terry just needs to be consistent. Oliver is trying to regain. He's right where he started. He's trying to regain a little bit of that race pace he had before. And we'll see over the long haul here. 23 better out of the corner. 20, double lot 2, free off the corner. 23 gets out of the gas, and that's smart. Could have connected himself. Oliver so trying to hold on to that third place position, defend the corner. I think Terry Brooks, the faster of the drivers. John Campbell, he just waiting for something to happen. Terry Brooks to the inside. Oliver trying to run a straight line in. Wheel hops there as the 23 does so as well. 23 of Terry Brooks better out of the bus stop. Right there on the back bumper of Oliver, and he is being kind right now. I probably running this race course, I probably would have given the bump to him. Double lot 2 carries the speed on the high side. 23 is going to roll there with him. Here's Cini, 3.9 back. And now he's going to have to try to work some magic here. There's Oliver Turin trying to defend the line here. He is all over, trying to make sure he continues to have that line. 23 to the inside. This is a good battle here for third. Turin trying to hold on. John Campbell looking at front of him. There's a nose cam of what he sees. You hear the throttle control out of these cars. They know that these cars get very free. Especially on a couple of the little bumps that they get. A stop coming up. A little wheel hop there. It's under the nose for the car. Brooks just running a natural line there. Terry Brooks doing a phenomenal job in front of John Campbell. You see the race line for these drivers. John Campbell able to carry speed there. Oliver Turin able to use more of the track in front of John Campbell. Campbell just got to hold his line. Davey Hendricks out front, 4.7 seconds. 1:16.05. Pericini has Kersley there with him. 1:15.97 for Hendricks. Pericini losing a little bit of ground there. He's 1:17.31. I think trying to get around a little bit of lap traffic there. Put him a couple of seconds off the pace. We'll see if he's going to be able to rebound that. Second place looks pretty darn good for him. 9.7 back, though. The 23 out of the gas again to stand at the back of the double lot 2. Tell you what, Turin is trying to hold on to that spot with all he's got. Now he's able to clear some space. So Terry Brooks is going to have to work back at it, but John Campbell's there for the hunt. Lawson involved in something here. 66 goes around. Hopefully he's going to be able to. He is backing up on the racing surface. Needs to get that car moving forward. He's going to do so. Got the No Toad Racing League logo going on there. I like it. Able to back up to speed. You see Gary Sargent closing the distance down to him. Gary having a nice, easy race. James Lawson, last time by, did run his fastest lap. So he's getting faster, and I think he might have goosed it a little bit too much there. Davey Hendricks, 1:15.97. Pericini Sorry, that was a 1:16.47 for Davey Hendricks. Iracing this time by 1:16.59. So he's catching a little bit of time here. And Iracing in the hunt. Whoa! That was a 42 of Jason Benson. He went way high. He says, I got this. Hold my water. Iracing, Ollie Turin, Terry Brooks, 2-3. Notch is going to be right there as well. So Notch has been able to rebound since the beginning of that race. He finds himself, he's still a lap down. Mind you, he's still a lap down, but he's catching Jason Benson in front of him. He's catching James Lawson in front of him as well. So still a top 10 night possibly for Crutchley here. We'll see if he's going to be able to hold on. There's the 117 going to the inside. 5.5 the lead for Hendricks. 17 laps to go. Iracing to pit road. Hendricks comes around. He's going to get a little bit of advantage here. Ollie Turin 13.3. Terry Brooks still on the hunt. And he is just right there. Get it to Ollie. Give it to Terry for putting on a heck of a race. They're both in second and third, gaining a spot over Iracing now. Catch the pit road. 15 laps to go. Maybe trying to get that last pit stop in before the end of the race as they continue to work. 23 just needs to continue to run a solid line and make Oliver make a mistake. John Campbell will be there to capitalize if anything happens. And he's just being consistent as well. All those drivers running very consistent lines, running very consistent times. Terry Brooks, the fastest of the three drivers, second, third, and fourth. Oliver just doing a great job of defending every turn. That's kind of what we're seeing here. I think if Terry Brooks can get out in front of Oliver Turin, I think Terry Brooks might have a better shot of finding race pace. He's coming to pit road with a double on two. Those two trying to work together. John Campbell's going to come around. I think John's going to take and lead a lap here. Not a bad idea. As he goes around Hendricks here. Thinks over the lead, trying to put some time and space between he and the rest of the field. That's what he needs. Drivers taking fuel and tires. We'll talk about that after green flag pit stops. Most of them are taking tires, I can tell you that. Nobody taking it to have that fuel-only mode. The extra advantage. 14 laps to go. Campbell coming around. Campbell holding on, 19 seconds. The distance between Hendricks and Campbell. Campbell looking at a race line here, 1:17.19. Davey Hendricks, when he came to pit road, spent a little time on pit road, but not that much. Not that much. Really working on it. Congrats to the field. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic evening out there. Again, my name is Jason. Signature Esports is the platform, and we are live. No Toad Racing League. Again, I apologize to all the drivers out there. Part of the Chop Shop Racing League and the Outcast Racing League earlier today. Again, we had a blackout here in the area of where we were at. So you can never plan on things like that happening. So the dam had an issue near us. We had to throw a bunch of stuff away, and today was not. I made a TikTok earlier about what the schedule was going to be like this week, and I tell you what, it was some bad luck, I guess. I don't know. John Campbell, 14.4 out front, needs fuel. Gonna stay out. I don't know when he's gonna need fuel, but looks like he's gonna need fuel sometime soon. Hendricks, Matt Pirosini closing in some of the distance, but Hendricks able to exit the pit stall faster than Pirosini. So that is kind of the gap there between the two drivers. Let's throw up the old battle box right there, bottom right. So there's Davey Hendricks right there in second. Behind him, Pirosini 5.4. In front of him, Crutchley 3.2. And Hendricks runs the fastest lap of the race this last time by 1:14.15. It's just that fast. Campbell's last lap, 1:20.02. That's the 12-second gap you see in front. This is the relative. It's similar to what they see in iRacing on the bottom right hand of their screen. Hendricks, little wheel hop right there. I'm surprised he didn't have to slow down. He was a little bit over the corner right there. All good, though. He's making it work. Hendricks able to roll the outside, running the, I call that the old NASCAR line, where you have to run the out portion of that corner and drive yourself back in. If you drive a little bit, here goes Campbell to pit road here. So he's going to complete his pit stop. Davey Hendricks will come around and take over the lead here. And a couple of laps led for John Campbell. Nice job by the 117. Pirosini is going to have to really push the envelope here if he wants to, one, save enough fuel to finish the race, and not just save enough fuel. I think they should be fine on fuel. Seeing drivers run their pit stops coming into 26 means when they came to pit road on 12, a lot of drivers trying to take enough fuel just to make it to the end. So Pirosini, 15:60 last time. Hendricks 15:11, 11 laps to go. Folks, time to hydrate. Make sure you do so. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Give us a like, follow, and also go to the No Toad Racing League YouTube channel. Give them a follow. They also have an Instagram now. No Toad Racing League. Get out there and search for them. If you haven't done so and you're out there watching the stream, make sure that you get out there and you put some headphones on. The sound of this racetrack, the way that it's set up, is just absolutely phenomenal. If you have any form of what is it called? I can't even remember the name of it now. If you like the way things sound, I recommend that you listen to the broadcast. So you go back and rewatch it and listen to it there as well. And listen to how the cars actually turn and which direction they're going. 42 to the high side of Davey Hendricks here. Through the race on an exciting mode here for a moment so that we can see what's going on through the track. Perosini about 2 seconds, about 7.9 seconds back. He's lost about 2 seconds over the last couple of laps. Terry Brooks finally gets himself around Oliver Turin, and he's got about 20.2 seconds to the good here. Trying to outstretch that hand, get himself over the race line here. Turn 10 coming up for him as Ollie tries to close back down. He's got about 2 seconds, or 1.6 seconds between he and the 23. Terry Brooks to the high side, gets himself a good turn here. Solid third race. I was talking to some of the league owners. I had mentioned in the broadcast the other day, Terry gets a little bit free. Ollie behind, trying to capitalize on that. Sent some of the league owners a message, a lot of the league owners a message actually, about our broadcast and about the way that we've been presenting and conducting our broadcast. And I wanted to make sure that folks know that Signature Esports as a platform, not just for iRacing broadcasts, but for gaming in general, is what we are designed to focus on. And I want to bear that in mind when it comes to what we're doing over here. I really love the iRacing broadcast. It's what's given me my start. It's what's allowed me to carry forward, and it's what's created this fantastic community that we've had. But I've designed this based off of what I've had to learn over the last 2.25 years. Nobody taught me anything about this. I had to come in here and I had to learn how to do this. I had to figure out what I was doing, and I did all this. I started all this on my own. I did have a little help along the way as well, from leagues, from other folks, from folks that took the time to be in there. But when it came to actually starting the broadcasts and designing what I was going to do and how I was going to do it, that is pretty much where this became a platform, and of course the voice behind it, the attributes that I wanted to bring to this. I just kind of want people to know that if I have to make a decision whether it's to cut out certain segments or cut out certain things, it is solely based off of what I've had to look at over the course of all the races that I broadcast and over the things that work for me and work for the stream. Because ultimately, again, this is internet racing. I'm on the internet. I cannot plan for disasters. I can't plan for natural disasters. I can't plan for power outages. These are things that I just cannot control when it comes to being right here in my humble abode here in Missouri. However, that being said, one of the segments that I was going to cut out are driver interviews, and I've told all the leagues, and I'm going to vocalize it here. Driver interviews are for those drivers to get out there and to the top three, the final three. Those are the driver interviews that I love to do because it's a celebration of what these folks are doing. My original intent was to get out there and possibly say, you know what, we're just going to end the race. If folks can't be in for the driver interviews after the race, then we're seeing less and less of that happening. So that being said, if you're out there and you're a league owner and you're listening to this, and I'm going to make a formal statement in the leagues as well, if you can guarantee that you're either your top three or your folks get into, because I'd like to have this as a production, if you can guarantee that is going to happen after the race, then I will open driver interviews back up to make sure it happens. No Doubt Racing League hasn't really had an issue with that, so that's not talking about that. I'm talking about overall in general. I'm making changes to the streams to one, shorten up the intros and make sure that you get more and more racing out there for the series. And I really love what we do here, and these leagues are fantastic. When you look at this race that we had here, we've got battles within battles, like Will Jester back here really having a decent day as well. John Campbell trying to battle back. There's Ollie Turin, who's been trying to find pace on his car. He and Terry Brooks had a huge battle for a long time. 3 laps to go. The race is it's just been a good race. Davey Hendricks, no surprise, trying to be strong here, have his 8th win of the series. There's lots of good things that these drivers are trying to do and trying to present. I'm trying to represent them as a voice and as a commentator for this platform, not just iRacing, but as an eSports platform, because I know that iRacing has been the thing that has gotten me where I am, but I want to be an eSports platform, not just strictly iRacing. So that is what I'm trying to develop my style, my broadcast abilities, and what we're doing here as far as the platform goes. So keep that in mind when we continue to move forward. So thank you very much. And I might actually go in and actually sit down and have a conversation about that. Maybe even do that tomorrow. I might do that tomorrow during the day. Sit down and have a chit chat live on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube or whichever platform. We'll talk about all that. 2 laps to go, though. Let's not take away from this race, because these drivers have done a pretty darn phenomenal job. And of course, the race can't be without incident, and the race can't be without off tracks and issues and getting loose and getting free. But everybody's done a phenomenal job. Parasini up 2 spots. He did drop. I think he dropped to almost 7th or 8th and had to rebattle himself back around, and has done so with a phenomenal race pace. There's a 66 of James Lawson behind. He's having a top 10 kind of night. Gary Sargent off 4 from the start of the race, but he's been consistent here lately, and I'd love to see it. He may be off 4, but he's got a top 10 night as well. Right behind him, Davey Hendricks, so got to put him another lap down. 2 laps to go. We're going to get the white flag this time by, as Hendricks looks at a 10.2 second lead, 10.3. Parasini tried everything that he could to make it work, and had a great race pace. He even tried to short pit himself there to give himself a little bit more race pace. Davey Hendricks comes around for the final time here. Only 11 more turns here. There's one of them. A white flag lap here for him as he can calmly, collectively race themselves. John Barton and Will Jester still having a race as we speak. Do take a look. Here's gonna get the final lap of the race. Davey Hendricks comes around the bus stop. Will Jester and John Campbell still duking it out here as they get into turn 1. John Campbell trying to get back another spot here in the top 5-9, but Will Jester having a phenomenal drive off. Davey Hendricks comes around for the final 2 turns as the outer loop looked especially satisfying to him. He did. Turn 10, turn 11 to the right-hander. Davey Hendricks, for the 8th time this season, comes around and wins race 11 for the No Total Racing League Xfinity Series. Matt Pirosini looks at a solid P2 and is doing a phenomenal job of enjoying their race line. The race is not over. There are races within races. 23 of Terry Brooks will have a top 3 night. Terry did a phenomenal job here of being patient. I kind of wish that we could have made the pass a little sooner, but Oliver Turn wasn't letting that happen. He finishes in 4th. Will Jester's going to come around and finish 5th, and a very close 5th as Will Campbell tightens his grip on the back part of that. He's going to be in 6th. John Barton coming around for the final 2 turns as well. He's still in the lead lap, trying to complete his race as the 68 looks at 7th here. Jason Benson coming around. I think he is still looking to finish his race, but John Barton is 7th here. A good race here for the drivers. What a fantastic drive off, and we know that I like Watkins Glen, and I appreciate you letting me vent for about 4 minutes there. I don't mean to vent. I mean to I mean well. That's what I mean. So they come around. Jason Benson will be looking at his final lap here. The final 2 turns. He gets off the racing surface right there, but comes back in and does a great job. And there it is. Davey Hendricks to celebrate here. And a burnout show for the 8th time. We've seen him win a ton of races. And he is absolutely going to lay down. Here's your race results. Great celebration. Davey Hendricks is going to be your race winner. John Campbell in second. The 3rd place finish goes to Oliver Turin. That's qualifying results. How about we click on our race results? Bam! There it is. Good celebration. Hendricks, Parasini, Terry Brooks. That's going to be your top 3. Great celebration. Hey, you know what? I've seen some good celebrations at Watkins, and he's doing a pretty darn fantastic job. Ollie Turin does finish in 4th. Will Jester 5th. Campbell, Barton, Benson, Sargent, Lawson will be your top 10. Naj, Barton, Dixon, Cooper, Biddy, and Joseph, the 46 and the 6, did not start the race. So hopefully they get all that taken care of. Let's go in here. I was trying to get into the Discord here and make sure that I was able to pull them in because they were ready to go. And I was not. Let's talk to Davey Hendricks. Great celebration there for him. And I appreciate all of you. Davey, walk me through this race. Consistency was fantastic. Piercini looked like he was trying to have something for you there. Walk me through this one.
I mean, you were right. It was all about consistency. The track was really, really hot. So I tried my best the first couple of laps to, keep the tires under me, make sure I didn't, melt them off in the first couple of laps and give people a upper hand. And then once I felt like I had a lead, it was all about paying attention to when Parasini was pitting. I didn't want him to undercut me by too much. So when I saw him duck down for his pit, I was in the next lap to try and give him, as small of an advantage as I could on those new tires. And then lap traffic was great. It didn't really have anybody doing anything crazy, changing lanes or anything like that. So I'm thankful that it worked out pretty well.
8th win of the series. No doubt looking for that champion tag coming up next week when we get to the final race of the season. But there's still racing that has to be left to do here. What do you look forward to, not just with the next race, but getting into a new season, getting into a new series, getting into these cars? I mean, the Xfinity series cars are my favorite cars to broadcast because either the racing is really clean or the racing is really tough. And you've kind of made it look easy.
I mean, next week, it's Daytona. It's anybody's ball game. I'm just going to do the same thing I always do, chill out, ride around, avoid everything that I can, and then try and make my way up and, those last 10, 15 laps and see if I can luck out and snag a 9th one on the season. And then next season, I love these cars. This is my favorite car. I race 3 leagues, and all of them are the Xfinity car. But that being said, I wouldn't mind if they changed to next gen. I think that'd be kind of cool. I feel like, I haven't really run those very much, but it'd be a different challenge. And, maybe that's not my car. Maybe I don't do that well in it. Maybe that is someone else's car, and they come up and they win, 7, 8, 9 races next season. I'm looking forward to, seeing what the offseason holds, seeing who comes up from ARCA. Maybe we get some of the guys that kind of couldn't make it this season back for a few more races. Kendall, Skylar, Johnny, all those type of guys.
I think it would be interesting to see what we throw a few more names in the hat and get. I don't know, maybe changing the car up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do, and I'm excited to see what they do. No Toad is absolutely gracious to have you. I know that they are, and you've made the races look good. But again, Daytona next week is going to be it's a different kind of ball game. Davey, congratulations on the race win here, and give your shout outs, my man.
I gotta thank Oliver and Terry. You know, we sit and we BS back and forth and in Discord and see how the race is going. Keep each other level-headed if things don't quite go the way we want them to. You up in the booth, appreciate watching these back every Monday. All the admins that put this on, Gary and whatnot, the drivers that show up weekend and week out, and everyone watching. I think that's it.
Davey, much love, appreciate you, and look forward to seeing what happens next week. Maybe that's not your race. Who knows?
We'll find out. Who knows?
We'll see. Super Speedway is always they terrify me, but I love them for the last race of the season because you just never know what's gonna.
As long as my car stays pretty and in one piece for screenshots at the end, that's all I care about.
That's exactly. You know what? Actually, that's all I care about too. Because I love like somebody who wins a race and they come around and their buddies are like, I'm gonna bump him. I'm like, don't hit his car. I need a screenshot for next week.
I want it to be pretty. I want to keep it, frame it, all those good types of things. So a scratch is okay, but if we start getting dents and fenders missing, not so much.
Davey, always a pleasure, man. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
All right, that's the man. He gets his win here. Somebody trying to capitalize and catch him though, and did a phenomenal job. I watched him in practice quite a bit. Matt Piracini from Stony Plain, Alberta. Congratulations on the old P2 finish here. I thought that you were going to have something for him there towards the end.
No. Road course racing and me are not friends. I'm typically not known to be a good road course racer. So for me to get a P2 and only finish 10 seconds behind Davey, I feel like I won.
I can understand that. I was watching your first stint. You were catching Davey, even passing lap traffic and what you were having to deal with there. Before the competition caution, you were actually catching him by about 0.2 of a second a lap for a moment there. And I was like, you better keep your eye on Piracini. He might try to do the long race strategy game. And it almost worked out for you. I mean, you came in and pitted whenever you wanted to come in and pit, which was good. But man, I thought you had something there. I mean, your fastest lap was the second fastest lap of the entire race. I mean, Davey, of course, decided he was going to full send it and go 114.15, but you finished with a 114.99. That's nothing to sneeze at here with a B car.
No, I'm like I said, I'm really, really, really happy. I mean, anybody that knows me in the league knows that road course racing and me typically do not mix. I don't do a lot of it, but I really enjoy racing the NASCAR style cars on the road courses. And for whatever reason, Watkins Glen just seems to be a track that I do really well at. And I had basically two goals tonight. Once I saw Davey come in, and it was to finish second, to not go off track, and to try to finish 15 seconds within 15 seconds of Davey. And I did all three. So I'm really happy about that.
I tell you what, you're going to have to go do the officials now and start laying that lap down. Maybe not in the B car, maybe in the B car. I don't know. The trucks look good on this track too. But Matt, it was great. I was hoping, like, I'm secretly behind the scenes. You know, I'm supposed to be unbiased in all this, and I'm like, I wonder if he can catch Davey. Like that'd be really stinking cool. So,
trust me, I was trying. I would have done everything in my power to get by him. I mean, Davey's just had such a phenomenal season, and I mean, when I joined these guys back in the day, the ARCA car is the car that I really enjoy racing. The B car is not my favorite, but I'm looking forward to we're going to get our next gen series up and going again here for our season 23. It's still going to be our developmental series, but I'll be adminning it, and I'm really looking forward to getting back in that car because Davey and I have some pretty close races in that car.
I do like it. I like it. That next gen car is a fun one. Matt, always a pleasure to be able to see you guys get up here and have a ton of fun. And this one was no short of an example of what it's like to get out. And Watkins Glen is a fun track for me. Regardless if like somebody dominates the track, just watching everybody get out there, and once you start everybody starts figuring out their line, you see how everybody kind of works around, and it's just a beautiful symphony of a track. So you guys just you made it look good. But congratulations on a P2, and of course, give your shout outs. It's your time.
Yeah, just want to thank Sean from Apex Designs for this paint scheme that he's done on my car. It's just a beautiful paint scheme, and I get so many compliments on it, and I just love racing it. We got something in the works for season 23, something new coming down the pipeline, a tribute car of sorts. So you have to keep your eyes out for that for season 23. I just want to thank my wife Leanne, my daughter Johanna, Sarge and Rafter, and all the league admins, and just all the guys. I really love racing for this league, and can't wait to race for them for years to come.
They've been going at it for a minute. So if they decide to quit tomorrow, I might be mad.
Yeah, I would be too. I would hope that they would be like, if they decided to retire, I might put up my hand and say, hey, we'll keep her going over here.
Yeah. They have that same adage, the same prospects for it. But Matt, always a pleasure, man. And man, Daytona next week. It's gonna be a ton of fun.
Yeah, and we're so far back in the points that basically I'll let it out of the bag now. I'm staying up front, and we're going for the W.
That's what I'm saying. Full send, man. Full send. I
Yeah, it's
love
going
it.
to be full send next week, mother. I'm not holding anything back. I'm going to try to keep it up front. And I know Benson's listening. Him and I work really well together, and we're going to try to take that W.
I like it. I like it. I look forward to seeing it. Matt, full send next week. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I don't usually do full send at Daytona, but I got nothing to lose this year, so what the heck.
Give him an extra fast repair. Just sit.
Yeah, exactly. That would be nice. I don't think Sarge will do it, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. And yeah, we'll put. Hopefully, we put on one heck of a show there for you. And thanks for doing the broadcast. We really appreciate it.
Always the 24 comes home second and gives me a big smile at the end of that one. That was good. Terry Brooks, the guy that was moving and shaking, trying to get himself around Ollie there for the longest time, uh, but able to win that race. And I tell you what, a top 3 night. I thought if you could clear Ollie a little sooner, you'd have a little closer race with the 24 at least. Walk me through this one. Fantastic job. We were watching you for quite a while.
uh, exited in the pit, got black flag. Didn't know to restart, I guess, to be able to put a lap down. So I'd start dead last on the field. Just tried to be patient. Done real good on the caution. I think went from 10th to 5th on pit road, and then was behind Ollie for a while and just trying to be patient, waiting on him to make the right mistake, and finally got clear. And I really wish I could have got clear a little bit sooner. I think I would have had a better run on Matt if I could have had a little fresher tire when I started that run. But we were definitely closing in, just ran out of time.
Run out of time on a road course. I mean, I tell you what, still the battle for third there. You had 4 drivers. You had yourself, you had Ollie, and then you had the 117. All 3 of you were. I know that Dave was just kind of looking for. I'm sorry, the 117 is. Let me get back here. John Campbell. Yeah, John Campbell. I know that he was kind of waiting. You could see he'd get closer, and then he's like, "All right, I think Terry's going to go around." He'd follow your line, and then it just seemed like Ollie just had an answer for every. He had a door slam for everything that you were trying to do there. I know you were trying to be patient. You could see it in the way you were driving, but it was incredible to watch. I mean, to think that the guy in front of you is having to throw the blocks on because you're just that better at that particular moment. It's kind of nice. Kind of brought a smile to my face because I'm like, you know what, Terry Brooks might have a top 3 night. Of course, I was correct in that one, but I thought you were going to have you and Matt. I think had that long run speed. And I think that given some different circumstances in the race, I think you both could have had something for Davey towards the end of that. I know that, and I'm going by numbers, not just to Davey. Davey's just really good, but I'm going by the numbers. You guys had some good pace.
Yeah, and when me and Ollie had that battle and John was there, I was actually really worried because John's really good at saving his tires. And I kept pushing and pushing a little bit, trying to make sure I kept pressure on Ollie to make sure if he made a mistake, I was there to capitalize. And John's just lingering right there in the back. And I'm like, I know he saves tires. I raced with him on Tuesday night with the 87s, and he's great at saving his tires. He's real meticulous and patient. So it was a concern in the back of my mind the whole time. I'm trying to push Ollie, and I got to keep an eye on John. And we were getting better the longer the runs were. I mean, the times were dropping, but our pace wasn't dropping as bad as some others. So I really thought we were going to be really good. And when Davey pitted, I'm like, well, I have to pit. Like we all come down and try to get that speed. And Ollie actually got a little bit of a gap when I come under that green flag, and I was able to run him down about a lap. I'm like, all right, we're going to be good. I think it still took me another 3 or 4 laps to finally get an opening to clearing.
He was defending. He wanted to defend that. He wanted that 3 spot, but you took it away in the long run. Biggest mover of the race, up 10 spots. And your best lap of the race. I mean, we're talking 4th fastest in the field. So that's nothing to be ashamed of there. I mean, that was a phenomenal race, phenomenal line. And going into next week at Daytona for the final race, of course, the 22 season. Where does that front of that car lie? Does it lie in pushing somebody, or are you going to go for the dub?
I really like to push to probably the last 10 laps, second, third place, to where you can eye what's going on front, but kind of pay attention to the movement around you and how people are kind of working together. Depends on how the group handles coming off of the corners, especially off of 4. If it gets real dicey, then I like to run the top. If the bottom can kind of float and stay back down pretty quick, I like to run the bottom. It just seems like you got a little bit more room, less chance of mistake. But I typically try to run on the big tracks like that in second or third car in line, either top or bottom line, and really pay attention to the movement so that, when the time comes, you got somebody you can kind of block and force them to push you all the way to the front.
I like to hear it, man. We got a strategy from Terry. Don't get in his way. I want to see it. I want to see it happen. Terry, congratulations on the P3 finish here at Watkins Glen, my man. My North Carolina, you're from Concord. Of course, I was stationed at Fort Bragg, so I know where Concord is. And there for a long time. I love North Carolina. But anyway, give your shout outs, man. P3 finish here is nothing to sneeze at. And up 10 spots, being able to start from the back and having to scrub yourself off and if you make a mistake on qualifying, which I often do, it's nice to be able to rebound and have yourself a great finish.
Yes, sir. Well, first, I'd like to thank y'all for broadcasting. Always great coming back to watch it. I'd like to thank the NTRL for putting the league together. Great group of guys to race with. And then I'd like to thank my sponsor, ASC Services and Supply. Been on board with me multiple leagues all year. It's been great to be able to run good for them and just everybody that we race with, all the actual individual drivers. Everybody's respectful and makes racing fun.
I like to hear it, man. I like to hear it. Terry, I look forward to seeing what you're going to do next week. I want to see if you can capitalize a 3-wide situation for the win. I would love to see it.
Me too. I would love to be able to get a win on this season in this league. Been trying real hard. Been close a couple times, just not close enough.
I think it's going to be a big thing, and I look forward to seeing what that race has in detail, but also what's going to happen in the next series.
Yes, sir. I'm real curious to see what the next season schedule and car look like.
It's going to be. I'm excited. I'm excited. Terry, much love to you, man. We'll see you in the next one. Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Terry Brooks, the 23, finishes in third. And it was a great race, but Davey Hendricks capitalizes, gets the 8th win of the series. I have a lot of followers that just kind of joined all at once, and I know the alerts on Facebook aren't really working all that well. Trying to get all that figured out. But thank you for the like. I just got a like from Shinwari. Thank you very much. Calvin, thank you for the follow. Niaz, thank you for the follow. Frank, thank you for the follow. Johan, thank you for the follow. Ratton, thank you for the follow. Akhtar, thank you for the follow as well. Aries, thank you for the follow. Ed, thank you for the follow. Jose, thank you for the follow. Edward, thank you for the follow. Elazar, thank you for the follow. Brooklyn, thank you for the follow. Donald, thank you very much for the like out there as well. Thank you to everybody out there for being absolutely amazing. You're all just killing it. You really are. And you continue to impress me each and every week. And I look forward to seeing more and more out of what you folks are doing, including these leagues. They are absolutely a blast to be a part of. And I'm a thrill. Out there on the Xfinity series, B. Shelton says, let's go Lawson, go 66. Much love to you out there on that one. Thank you to everybody out there on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. There's links in the description you can follow for Signature Esports. Make sure you go over to the YouTube, hit that No Toad Racing League in that search bar. Give them a follow or subscribe to their channel for me, because I want to see them really kill it. I want to see their platform grow as much as ours as well. I am possibly looking at switching to one platform because of our growth on that platform. So just bear that in mind. It might be a decision I have to make coming up very soon. And if that's the case, I will let all of the leagues know. But I want you to still follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch. Twitch is where I kind of do my personal gaming streams anyway. YouTube, I will post videos, and I still have a tutorial series on how to stream, or on broadcasting iRacing. I'm going to put it together. I'm putting it together, making those videos as a series. It'll be released on our Patreon page first. Yeah, there's lots of things coming up that I want to take care of, including in November, we have our live event that's going to be happening here in the Midwest. We're working on getting all that set up, time, place, and date. Date is already set. Time and the time is going to be over 3 days, so it's going to be a weekend. It's going to be the third week in November, not the fourth week. It's right after the NASCAR championship and right before Thanksgiving. So we're going to do something in between there, folks. It's been a great day. And it's been a rough day, but it's been a great day. So thank you to everybody out there for tuning in. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Forgive the replay thing up there. This is not a replay. There it is. I had it paused on my other end. Thank you, folks. Much love. And yeah, it's a good race. Look forward to seeing the championship next week. Oh, congratulations to Sean Langton as well for the Outcast Racing League Championship race. That was always good to see folks kill it out there. So, yeah. We'll see you in the next one, folks. Much love.